This episode of the Haunting You podcast is brought to you by VFX. Scare, entertain, and promote with VFX products. Learn more at vfxcreates.com.
Coming to you live from the Chamber of Haunters Studios. This is the Haunting You podcast. I am your host, Leslie Reed.
And I'm Keone Hutton. Welcome, everyone, to the Haunting You podcast. We are so excited to have you back here. It is summer. It is
not summer.
Not right now while we're recording, but by the time this broadcasts, it's going to be summer.
No, summer is July.
June is summer.
Eh.
June is summer. If
I can still get snow in June, it's not summer.
June is, but like by the time we get to June, we should definitely be like well into build. We should be well into advertising. We should be doing all the things that are leading up to the haunt. So yeah, I call that summer.
Call that preseason.
It's that too. It is also that. You're absolutely right. We are recording this a little bit early because we have a very special guest here today, and this is when we were able to make schedules work. However, before we get to her, have to give just a quick little shout out to all of the events that are still happening out there in the industry. I just came back from East Coast Haunters Convention. It was an absolute freaking blast. Definitely go check out our YouTube page at youtube.com/@hauntingyou, where you will see all of the videos that I did with the vendors there. There were some really freaking cool new products that I am very excited about, and we will be talking about in our East Coast Haunters Convention recap episode, which ironically will come out before this episode. I may just cut this little bit out because,
No, leave it. It's entertaining.
You think it's funnier? Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you listen to that one as well, because we'll dig much more deeply into some of the cool stuff we found. But there are several more conventions that are still happening this summer and heading into haunt season.
All the convention time.
First up, Midwest Haunters Convention, June 5th to the 7th, Rosemont, Illinois.
In Irving, Texas. July 18th and 19th is Texas Haunters Convention, where you will find yours truly and our fellow host, Keone, getting into whatever mischief we can manage, which will end up being a lot.
All the mischief. We'll be on the show floor. Definitely come check out our booth, because we'll be doing recordings there, and you could be featured on an episode of the Haunting You podcast. But we will also be doing a live broadcast from the show floor of Texas Haunters Convention. If you happen to wander by while we're doing that, I am 100% going to grab you and make you say something on air. So
whether you want to or not,
you have been warned. After that, August 1st and 2nd in Kalamazoo, Michigan, the Four Horsemen of the Gaypocalypse. That is right. Haunters Against Hate, the event number 4, is in their new venue in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I had a chance to catch up with Paul Lanner at East Coast this weekend. He gave a couple of little tidbits about what's going to be happening in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Again, go check out my videos on YouTube. And then to wrap up the summer, Les, what is the last show of the summer?
Midsummer Scream in LA.
Midsummer Scream, Long Beach Convention Center, August 7th and the 9th. And that will pretty much wrap up convention season for 2026. However, we are already starting to see 27 dates starting to come out. Transworld's been announced. East Coast has been announced. And the one no one was expecting, HauntCon, coming back March 12th to the 14th in Orlando next year. Putting serious thoughts into going down there. Les, we need to talk about that one.
Yes, Disney World sounds delightful.
Exactly. It's just a convenient opportunity to visit all of the other things I love in Orlando and will. I've never been to
Epcot.
I have never been to Epcot.
I like Epcot.
You know what? That checks out. You seem like an Epcot girl.
I'm a nerd. What can I say? So many reasons.
I love your nerdiness. So it's fine. So that is what's happening for the rest of the summer. And we hope you stick around and come along with us for all of that as well. But tonight, we are here to talk marketing. We are getting into that part of the season where if you want people to show up to your haunt, you need to get the word out. And the earlier you start getting the word out, the more people you are likely to reach.
Also gives you a chance to play with different strategies and see what is and is not working for your particular venue, your particular region, etc. So it's one of those that's a balance point of start early so you can fiddle around with stuff, but also not just completely saturating everything. So we have with us somebody who knows exactly how to make those balances work.
Exactly. I am very excited for tonight's episode because the county has come out with new fines for putting signs up along roads. And we're talking like $400 per sign. And I cannot afford $2,000 fines every weekend. So we're going to have to find other ways to be advertising for Sanguine Creek. So to that end, we are super excited to welcome back to the Haunting You podcast, the head of marketing for Athens Screen Park, Daveah. Welcome back to the Haunting You podcast.
Hi, thank you so much for having me again.
We are so excited to have you. For those who are longtime listeners or even not so longtime listeners, Daveah was last on in episode 106, where we had all of the Athens Screen Park folks on to talk about how their season went. We did a postmortem with them, and we got a little bit of your background in that episode, but refresh for us. Tell us a little bit about your background, how you
started in the industry.
Well, how you got started in the haunted attraction industry, but also how you got started in, I believe it was modeling, which gave you so much experience with marketing that you've brought to Athens Screen Park. So set the stage for us.
So fresh out of high school, I worked with 2 different modeling companies. And when you're in modeling, one of the things you have to do is you have to market yourself as the product. So I had to take multiple marketing classes when it came to utilizing things like Instagram at the time. And then how I got started in the haunt industry is actually as a child, my parents were part of a motorcycle club and they would put on a haunted hayride as a fundraiser. And
What?
my job, yeah, my job was to be snatched off the hayride wagon to scare everybody else.
Wait.
Nice.
You were a plant?
I was a plant.
Oh my God, I love it.
That's fantastic.
Hysterical.
That's a great ploy.
Especially with a kid.
Yeah.
How old were you when you were doing this?
I was 15 or 16, but like my siblings were involved and we're all 4 years apart. So that way it wasn't always the same kid getting snatched.
Sure.
Oh my God, that had to be so traumatizing to every single other parent of like, oh my God, somebody's kid is being swept.
I love this. That's hysterical.
That's amazing. We need to find a way to incorporate something like that.
I have lots of kids who are wandering about.
I know.
We can make something work.
I
know. So let's kind of dig into it. What methods have you been using for Athens Screen Park to get the word out?
So currently we're across multiple platforms. We are on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We not only, make posts regularly, but we also do the paid advertisement route.
Mm-hmm.
We try to post year round in order to stay relevant in everybody's mind.
Because finish your thought, and then I want to dig into that more.
I was going to say, because if you don't exist online, when it comes to some of these younger generations, you don't exist at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've heard feedback from some haunts that are concerned about posting too much in the off season and losing, not listeners, but losing
patrons.
Yeah, losing patrons, losing followers, whatever. What's been your experience?
My experience is because we also do year-round events, I don't think we, badger our patrons too much. I think I would rather be on people's mind all year round instead of being that weird uncle who only, contacts you during Christmas to give you money.
I mean, at least they're giving you money.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I always had the weird uncle who would just contact us at Christmas and offer nothing.
You are the weird uncle.
To be fair, my brother is as well. So
well, I'm not arguing about that.
Yeah, we're both weird uncles. It's fine.
Yes. Your poor children.
How often are you posting? And does it vary from inside close to the haunt season versus or close to any event compared to the off season?
Well, right now we're doing auditions, so we're posting pretty regularly. We try to get at least one post up per week. We're also looking for our build crew. Build for us actually starts this weekend.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So
that's the place that you guys struggled with last year is trying to get a build crew, right?
That is correct. So hopefully if we're fresh in people's minds, we the more time we give ourselves, the more likely we are to find those people who are willing to put in the work.
Yeah. That sounds like once a week is kind of your standard.
It is. Unfortunately, on the YouTube page, I've been lacking, not gonna lie. I'm currently on the YouTube page trying to build the story behind our haunt, along with post some behind the scenes footage because we just want to be authentic and show what we do.
Yeah.
Mhm. How do you handle, since you're on so many platforms, what do you do with cross posting and how much do you rely on cross posting because each platform has enough of a different audience versus kind of keeping things a little bit more tailored on a platform by platform basis?
So for me, I keep everything tailored on a platform by platform basis because our audiences range differently on different platforms.
Ooh, dig into that more. What kind of audiences are you reaching on each of the different platforms?
So on Facebook, most of our audience is in the 25 to 34-year-old range. That is actually 51.6% of our audience. Whereas on TikTok, we are more in the 18 to 24-year-old range, which doesn't seem like a lot, that younger generation. But it's that younger generation we really have to target it being in a college town.
Mhm.
Yeah. 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 What about on Instagram?
So Instagram and Facebook, the analytics are actually combined to the Meta platform.
Sure.
So I unfortunately just don't have insight. I have a 16% other range that I'm assuming has to come from somewhere, most likely Instagram.
Yeah. Interesting. I have found that, and it may just be a question of like where we are located, that my Facebook hits are significantly older. We're talking like the 40s and above, and not really our target audience. What are you doing to try to hit your target audience on these platforms?
I mean, part of it is just understanding short form versus long form content. Because we're on TikTok, we've had to tailor some short form content, and usually they go along with the YouTube videos for right now
Mhm.
because it's building up kind of that story behind our haunt before we get to actually build, and I can show more of that authentic content.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For I'm going to say people like me who are not super tech savvy. What do you mean when you say short form versus long form?
So, long form content can be anywhere from a full minute to a half hour, whereas short form content, you're only looking at a minute at most.
Did you say 1 minute is the cutoff
Yes.
for long form? 1 minute?
Long form can be anywhere from a minute to a half hour, whereas short form content is anything less than a minute. You have to try to catch your audience within the first 3 seconds.
3 seconds. I mean, I am not particularly interesting to look at. How do I grab someone's attention in 3 seconds?
So, just like classic storytelling, there's tends to be a climax to your video. One tactic that works really well for some short form content is actually putting that at the beginning of the video and
Mm,
making it so it loops back
Yeah.
around. So the middle of the video is actually the beginning unless you loop it around.
yeah. But that sounds like so much more work.
CapCut is your best friend when it comes to short form content.
Say that one more time.
CapCut is your best friend when it comes to short form content.
Cap cut.
Cut.
Yes, it integrates right into TikTok.
Cap cut. Can you describe a little bit about? I assume this is an app.
It is an app.
Talk about it.
So it is an app that it's kind of like a free soft that allows you to edit short form content. And again, it integrates right into TikTok. So you're able to do your transitions, you're able to cut your video, you're able to add audio.
Is there something similar for like Instagram Reels or YouTube?
So we actually tend to post our TikToks as our reels as well.
Mm,
The platforms are somewhat similar. The algorithms don't work the same when it comes to using like hashtags or how many shares or saves you get. But the videos do post similarly across platform.
mhm, mhm. So what do you do to hit your different audiences across the platforms if you're using the same type of video, but but aren't necessarily, I'm going to say, optimized for each platform?
So TikTok is very optimized for reels.
Uh-huh.
It seems like that younger generation just has a shorter attention span.
Don't I know it?
Yeah.
My boys.
So a lot of creators just tend to use the same videos across all short form like reels,
Uh-huh.
TikTok.
Uh-huh.
What is the YouTube one called?
Shorts, I think.
Yes.
YouTube
Yeah,
Shorts.
YouTube Shorts.
Hmm.
Yeah. But are you having to tag it differently or anything like that?
Thankfully, all of our pages have the same or similar names.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to hashtags very early on in these platforms were very important when it came to finding your audience, but now they work kind of similarly to keywords. So I always make sure we have like haunted house, Athens, Ohio University, which is the university we're next to,
Mm.
because those are the keywords that are going to show up if someone finds you in a Google search, for example.
Sure. How much I'm curious if you can see in the analytics how much you can see where people are finding you from.
So TikTok's really great in their analytics to show you where people are from.
And I don't mean like geolocation. I mean like the search strings they're using that lands them on your content.
Yeah, TikTok's really great at that. For example, I know one of the searches is scare.com Athens. That tends to pull up our videos on TikTok.
Okay. What about the other platforms?
The other platforms, unfortunately, don't have a great feature for this.
Yeah. See, Les, the more I hear, like, the more I think we need a TikTok.
Yeah, except you can't have one.
Except I can't have one and you're not here. So what's your recommendation for the type of content that you're creating? What grabs people's attention, particularly for haunted houses?
Trends seem to pull in some people, but really authentically being out there, taking videos of us doing things. For example, we have two clowns that go out and do like balloon animals. And that's one of our most popular videos, and we are not even the ones who posted it.
So how do people associate it with you then?
You have to live in the comments.
Mm.
Elaborate.
So, for example, when people are commenting and saying, "Oh, that's so cool," you have to be the next comment in there replying to them, being like, "Hey, that's us," or
Mm,
even interacting with them genuinely.
mm-hmm. Oh my God, how are you keeping track of, or how are you finding these videos that other people are posting of you?
Unfortunately, one went viral, or fortunately, I guess.
I mean, depends on which video.
I need to know what video went viral. What was it?
Well,
What was Breck doing?
that's exactly what happened. There was a bagpiper on the main street here in town, Court Street, and Breck was making suggestive balloon animal hats. And someone caught a video of it on the street, and that's our most popular video at 45.3K views.
Wow. I need you to send me a link to that, please, so that I can include it in the show notes so that all of our listeners can also see your most viral video.
Absolutely. I'll make sure you
Everybody needs suggestive balloon hats.
Everybody needs suggestive balloon hats. Absolutely.
And so we have Breck as the clown buttons
Mhm.
actually living in the comments, just, thanking people for photos, saying, "That's me."
Oh, interesting. Do you have accounts set up for your characters?
We do for the clowns. Buttons has a TikTok. Buttons and Giggles, which is the other clown, which is me,
Uh-huh.
have an Instagram as well.
And how much are you interacting with people as your characters versus like officially the haunt, quote unquote?
We mostly interact as the characters in person, and then anything that gets posted, we kind of cross post. We repost onto our haunts page.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For people who is Brick spying on us? Is he eavesdropping? Because I'm pretty sure he just texted me the link to the TikTok.
He's in full clown makeup, getting ready to leave guerrilla marketing.
So yes.
Yes,
The
that's
answer
what I'm
to your
hearing.
question is yes.
Hi, Breck. Always nice to know you're there.
Wouldn't be fun without you.
Okay, we need to break this down now for people who are brand new to social media marketing. Where do they start?
I mean, you start by studying. People interact with content all the time. What content you like to see is the content some other people like to see. Knowing what your target audience likes and just posting.
Okay, my target audience, though, is significantly younger than me. And I'm going to say that what I like tends to not be what they like.
That's true, but that's when you have to study. Uh,
Outsource it to your children.
Much-
Sorry, I had to.
yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But at the same
No,
time,
but it's
like,
also not
my oldest
the
is
best
12,
idea.
and I don't want to expose him to this yet. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yes. No, I say that, but I say that very, very tongue in cheek because again, this is still social media. There's still a lot of issues and risks and everything else. So with all that said, you say to go study. How do you approach that? Again, especially as we're talking, there is an age gap between where, Kay and I are and where our target audience is going to be and lives. How do you go about studying that? And then also kind of as a secondary question, how do you go about studying that without screwing up your own algorithm and giving yourself stuff that you really don't want to watch every day?
Oh, I'm definitely there. My algorithm is hosed.
yeah, my algorithm is ruined. Just seeing what sounds are popular. If I see a video and I see it twice, I'm going to dig into that sound and I'm going to see why that sound has gotten so popular, whether it's a trend associated with it or it's just a popular sound and people are making a variety of videos with it. Unfortunately, you have to be kind of a part of the social media market in order to interact.
Is there a way to track what's trending easily?
So, TikTok Studio is really great at tracking trends and will even give you suggestions. I've not been able to utilize it the most because we're unfortunately out of season.
Mm.
But one thing off season that definitely works is showing the stepping stones in order to create your haunt.
Do you see any value in posting, how do I say this? Ridiculous things that don't necessarily have anything to do with your haunt, but might get people to follow you. And I'm picturing like viral dances or something, right? And so we have a couple of skeletons do the viral dance. Is it valuable?
Maybe if a couple of skeletons that are going to be featured in your haunt are doing the viral dance.
Mm,
Unfortunately, people want authenticity. They don't want some snappy music. They want to see the people who are behind it and they want to see the characters they're going to see in it.
sure, sure. Do you use, well, you've already said your two clowns have their own Instagram accounts, but how much are you featuring your other characters in your marketing?
During the haunt season, every character it was our first year, so we had one icon character who was featured in some of our social media, but also featuring I was featuring all of our characters at the time.
Hmm.
This year, that's one of the things we're trying to nail down is who are those icons, who are the ones that people are gonna be interacting with, and who are the ones who are gonna be scaring them, right?
Yeah, yeah. You guys don't have like a single icon character who pops up multiple times throughout your walkthrough, right? You have like the camp counselor or the not the counselor, but the owner of the camp. I forget his name. Remind me, please.
Henry Caraway.
Caraway, yeah. So like I picture him as an iconic character. Who are the other iconic characters that you were highlighting?
We have Constance, who was a deer-headed mask character with a chainsaw. She's gonna have more to do with the story this upcoming year. Stay tuned.
Excellent.
And then we had the lunch lady, Gladys, who was a great character in the middle of the haunt to interact with.
How much are you able to bring either the characters' backstories or I don't want to say characteristics, but like how much are you featuring about the characters? as opposed to just them appearing on screen?
Well, what I'm trying to do with our social media right now is to make it more interactive.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, we did have a post about the lunch lady about how she used to make mac and cheese and how her mac and cheese was killer and everyone just went along with it.
I like it.
So you're using your off-season time to kind of tell those backstories.
Yes. And it's one of those things where, again, people want to remember that you exist. They want to know that you're real.
Uh-huh.
So continuing to post just reinforces the fact that we're still around.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're still maintaining that one, like at least one post a week.
Yes. We at least have one post a week, whether it be about auditions, whether it be about looking for vendors, or whether it be about these characters that we have.
Is there like a regular rotation, or is it really just kind of what? I guess that's my question. How much planning are you putting into what videos or posts are being posted when?
I have a notebook that includes 16 weeks worth of information of what we should be posting, what kind of content I want to create.
You're planning out 16 weeks in advance?
Yes.
Are you setting it up to auto post for a portion of those? Because one of the other questions and things that and I'm not going to say issues, but concerns that I've always had with really getting into social media and utilizing it as the tool that it is the time sink, especially as you're talking about tracking the comments, responding, all of those pieces. What ultimately is that
How
time
much time are you spending?
to do all that and to make it as effective as possible?
Thankfully, I have help. So with Breck makes a lot of our graphics, for example. Breck's really great at making graphics. And I'm scheduling posts and creating the descriptions. A lot of our stuff is scheduled.
I
And
hear I
so
hear I hear an unsaid but there.
but it does take a lot of time even between 2 people. I'm not gonna lie. I think even just making the schedule took me like a solid week of time here and there. My day job is I'm a logistics specialist, so
Mm.
that is a huge time sink in itself.
I keep joking about how my job keeps getting in the way of my hobbies. I get it. 100% get it.
Yeah. Be amazing what I could get done if I didn't have to work.
No, right? Damn it if I didn't need money.
But that's just
Yeah.
that's the reason why that's why my brain works, is I'm
Yeah.
a logistics specialist. I'm constantly scheduling and
Sure.
planning.
Yeah.
So I don't even focus on the time sink, I focus on the schedule.
For any given post, how much time are you spending to create the content?
It depends on the content. Short form content, I am probably able to get out within a half hour. Long form content might take me a few hours. I think the longest it's taken me to create a video is 3 hours. And then when it comes to our graphics, I honestly don't know because there are times we just sit at a coffee shop and bust them out.
Sure. How much editing is going into your short forms?
That's a good question. Some of my short form content is just simply our logo with the sound behind it.
Mm. Ooh,
Sometimes
that's
it's
genius. I'm stealing that.
but then sometimes I do have to add, like, for example, we have one post and it's like the camp rules, and then it glitches out, and at the bottom it says you should run what you can.
Nice.
And that one, I had to add the glitch effect. I had to add the typing out. I had to make the graphic to begin with.
Mm. And what software are you using for doing something more elaborate like that?
I was able to do it all in Canva, a mixture of Canva and CapCut.
Does Canva do videos?
Yeah, you can do videos on Canva.
Do you need a premium account for that or anything?
We have a premium account, so I don't know. I think you can I think you can do it without, though.
I'm jumping on Canva real quick to answer this question because it
And
never even occurred to me to use Canva.
yeah, you can definitely make videos in Canva. Most of our long form content is made in Canva. Right now, I'm adding story behind the haunt through long form videos, and they're just simply camp orientation videos.
Tell me more.
It starts out pretty normal. I think the one I'm working on right now is actually how to do campfire songs. And it starts out normal. It has the music that every orientation video has had. You can hear the crackling fire. And then it's like, you can leave if you want to. Your body doesn't need to be here, only your voice.
I like that.
And it just slowly goes downhill, and then the video will cut and it'll be, thank you for coming to Camp Caraway. Like nothing ever happened.
I like that a lot.
Nice. So we talk about, kind of the short form, long form content, but with long form being such a vast, I mean, a minute and 30 minutes is a huge, huge difference. I mean, you're not going to find a 30-minute Instagram reel. So where kind of in that time difference are most of your quote unquote long form content coming in at?
So our long form content has been anywhere between a minute and 2 minutes. Our behind the scenes is going to be a lot longer form content that's going to be more time intensive.
What kind of so like a lot of the videos we do for our haunt are like, a build video or something like that where we have a motion capture is not the word I wanted.
No.
Les, what is the word I want?
Time lapse.
Time lapse. Thank you.
Motion
We have a
capture.
time lapse.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, it looks the same, right? No. We have a time lapse
Oh.
of a build happening. We put it over music and that's about it. How much more are you doing than that?
I want to capture the people who are behind the haunt actually building it. I want to show our people who are there. The thing is, I want to give our audience someone to root for.
Interesting. So rather than go ahead.
One thing I've learned is the more interactive something is, the more the more views we get, the more clicks we get, the more likes we get.
When you say interactive, what do you mean?
For example, the lunch lady post, it was like everybody was in on the joke. They were a part of Camp Caraway. That is one of our more popular posts. Also, when we lean into trends, that way people are kind of in on the joke. Those also. Our most popular post right now is actually just a black and white post of our audition dates.
Uh-huh.
But we added the In the Navy song that's been popular.
Is this the In the Navy song? I think it is.
The What Am I Gonna Do with the Submarine? I think that was the caption.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, Les, what's the name of that band? Village People. The Village People.
Village People.
Yeah. I was having a brain fart.
You've had lots of those today already.
It's been a long week. And it's
Yeah,
only
tell me about
Wednesday.
I know. Oh, shoot me now.
Okay. We've been going for about a half an hour now. Let's take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to jump right back into this because we have so much more to talk about with Daveah from Athens Green Park.
Thank you to our sponsors. You guys are wonderful. We absolutely love you and everything that you bring to not just hunting you, but to the hunt industry and everything that we love to do. So thank you. And we are back now with Daveah, and we've got some more really, really useful content and discussions to be had regarding how to run and manage your social media and your social media marketing.
Yeah, so much of social media relies on the algorithms and what each of these different platforms is putting in front of its users. So Daveah, let's dig into the algorithms.
Okay, so different algorithms are fed different things. The Meta platform does work a lot differently than the TikTok platform in this regard. For example, TikTok values how many people are saving your video, how many people are stitching your video, and how many people are liking your video, whereas Facebook prefers how many people are commenting and sharing your videos.
Is that true? I assume that's true for Instagram as well. Anytime we talk about Facebook, it's going to be true on Instagram, or not always the case?
Not always the case. Instagram does value comments and it values likes. Not so much the repost feature they've added.
Interesting. So on the Meta platforms, we want to make sure that we're getting lots of comments, we're getting lots of engagement that way. Whereas TikTok, we want people to be stitching it. Is that the word you used?
Yes.
Elaborate for us non-TikTokers.
Okay. Stitching it is where someone takes part of your video and they're able to stitch it and make their own video off of it.
Oh, I've seen this.
Yes.
My favorite example is the woman who backs into her bedpost and lets out on a perfect key, and then a whole bunch of people stitch various songs into it. You know what I'm
Yes.
talking about?
Yes and no.
That one is that cracks me up every time it comes across my feed.
That
Wind
that
it.
is a great example, but stitching is a feature within TikTok that not only will help a creator make their own video, but will then link back to yours as well.
How do you mean?
Man, this is difficult to explain.
I know, right?
I mean, it's just one of the options. When you go to share a video, there's an option icon that will pop up and say stitch, and it will show however much of the other creator's video you want, and then you're able to it's a hard stop, and then it's your video.
So, like, when I'm seeing people superimposing themselves over a video, that's a stitch.
That's another thing you can do.
Oh, that's not a stitch? That's something else?
That is something else.
What is that called?
That's an overlay. So that is somebody who has saved your video and then used a green screen to be in front of it.
My God. Okay. What are let's dig into TikTok a little bit more then, because
We know nothing.
I work for the government. I am forbidden from having TikTok on my phone, and so I literally know nothing about it.
Okay.
So let's talk. So give me a little bit about, like, I know it has videos,
Mhm.
reels, I believe they're called, and they tend to be short form.
Yes.
And so, what are all of the different ways that people are interacting with the content on TikTok?
So TikTok is great when it comes to short form content. It definitely shortens the attention span, in my own opinion.
Concur.
You're able to just clip videos very well together to different audios. And now you're also able to like comment with photos. You're able to make videos off of other comments. There's so many ways to interact with TikTok, honestly. I was on TikTok at the very beginning of it, and I'm thankful for that because it's the reason why I know how it works.
Mm.
I couldn't imagine diving into it blind now.
Welcome. Yeah, it's overwhelming, I think, is a good word for it.
Overwhelming is a great word for it.
Yeah.
So where should I begin? And don't say
Uh,
studying, because I'm already working on that.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the answer, right? Studying. What is coming across your For You page, which is what the algorithm tailors specifically to you.
I tend to get a lot of turtle content.
Of course you do. How is Jackie?
Jackie's doing fantastically. Thank you.
Excellent.
Appreciate you asking. Jackie's my tortoise. For those of you who were not aware that I was a tortoise file, that's a thing, right?
Yes, but that's not the terminology.
Fair enough. Is it any different on Instagram?
Instagram does work differently because it is the interactiveness of the whole metaverse.
So you're saying, like, across Facebook and Instagram and Threads, and I feel like they may have another one.
Yes. So when it comes to the Meta platform, that's the one where you're going to want to boost your comments, whether that be interacting with people yourself or asking people, what do you think? Comment below, right? But not like that.
But not like that.
Not like that.
Why not like that?
The thing that works the best when it comes to commenting on videos for some reason is rage based bait.
Saying something incredibly controversial.
Not even saying something incredibly controversial. One video that's a really great example is somebody's taking chocolate syrup and writing letters on top of cups, but the chocolate syrup bottle looks like a ketchup bottle. So there's a lot of comments of people going, "Oh, I thought they were going to put ketchup on that."
Anything that's going to irritate, annoy, confuse your audience is generally kind of your basis for rage bait. And also the not entirely accepted term, but been used for a turtle lover is a colonophile.
Thank you for clarifying that. Back to the rage bait. How do you Do you use rage bait as you were trying to create your content?
I do not.
I respect that. I feel
know,
like that would betray our authentic selves less.
I don't know. I can get kind of ragey.
I mean, you can get ragey. Fix your mic. Something's wrong. You can get ragey. Wait, maybe I just bumped something with my foot. It might not be you. It might be me.
I have to say, I haven't touched my mic.
Yeah, I bumped my volume. What happens when you get too comfortable and start using your soundboard as a foot? But yeah, I don't think we want your rage, which is usually directed at humanity as a whole, getting out too much.
I don't know. There could be some, demand for that.
If there is, I don't want it.
Oh, very well. Suppose I'll be hating myself.
So for us, Daveah, what I'm hearing is, one, we should get a TikTok. Two, I should find a teenager who's willing to run our TikTok. Three, or probably not a teenager, 20-something, something like that. Someone much younger than me. I'm making my checklist of things I need to do. And then
Time machine. Go back in time. Learn TikTok now.
Go back in time and learn TikTok now. Yes, that is probably the most important thing. So let's talk about the checklist here for a minute of actions we should be taking now. And I don't just mean us. I really mean like hunts in general. What should we be doing now to set ourselves up for a successful marketing campaign for this season?
I think the first step is finding your target audience. My target audience may be a lot different than yours just because of where I'm located.
Sure.
For example, we're in a college town, so we're targeting.
You better be targeting the college students.
Exactly. But also, we have to target the locals just as much, which are two different
Very different
Very different.
demographics.
Yeah, especially, I went to school in Ohio, and the college population and then the townie population, regardless of which university you're at, are very, very separate.
Yes. Thankfully, I've been both.
Right. So find our target audience. What else?
Interacting with the community has been something that's been extremely successful with us. Breck loves guerrilla marketing. And we have seen some success with it. We get just as much from word of mouth as we do online sometimes.
Mm-hmm. How much? Not how much. How often is he out there, or are any of you out there doing some kind of guerrilla marketing?
Every weekend.
Really?
Whether that be going out as characters, whether that be going out and putting up flyers, whether that be going out and putting little audition leaflets in every single car in the parking garage.
So even in the off season, you guys are out there doing something every weekend.
Yes.
See, Les, this is why we're not getting very much reach. We got to get on this.
Yeah. So move your ass back here, and we'll see what we can do.
Indeed.
There's water here. I mean, it dripped on us today.
It did drip on you today. Tell us a little more about, we've been talking a lot about social media marketing tonight, but talk a little bit about the different types of guerrilla marketing that you guys are doing besides Breck's balloon animals, because I think we got that one.
I mean, sometimes it can be as simple as going through the drive-thru and handing somebody a finger.
I remember that.
The different person, she was so excited that she got a severed finger at a McDonald's drive-thru.
Love that. Absolutely love that.
Can't say she's wrong. I'd be very entertained to get a severed finger at McDonald's.
Well, then in a separate interaction with completely different people, I heard the story of the girl at McDonald's who got a severed finger.
So the story got back to you.
The story got back to me.
Wow.
Now that's an interesting way of. It's a proof of concept, and it's a full circle. It's a full circle. So much of, especially marketing and guerrilla marketing and things like that, is you're putting all of this out there, but especially when you're doing everything in the off season, you don't see that return on investment because we're 6 months out.
Yeah, how much feedback are you getting?
That kind of brings it full circle, and you can see the effect of what you're doing and how it is being received and then how it is then spreading.
How much feedback are you getting on these guerrilla marketing techniques? How often are you seeing I don't want to say immediate return on investment, but that's kind of what I want to say. You know what I mean?
I feel like the only reason why we're seeing any return on investment is because we're part of the community. We're genuine, authentic people, right? They're the ones that I keep using.
How large is your area, like population wise?
I actually do not know. I do know that when the college students are in, our population doubles.
Wow. University of Ohio?
Ohio University.
Ohio University. I'm doing a quick Google. Ohio, not Georgia. Thank you.
Bigger than Miami.
Population is around 24,000. Highly influenced by Ohio University, resulting in a median age around 21, 22 years. Yeah, that checks out.
And see, when I start doing our marketing, that's one of the first things I have to do is who's here.
Who's here? Yeah, exactly. So now
So
I
how
want to
much
go ahead.
how much again we're talking about, these targeting audience and knowing that you have a very, very much a two-stage audience. How much do you change your marketing based on who's there? So now with, universities coming to the end of the semester, switching to focusing on the stable population and then picking it up with the students in, October or August, September.
Thankfully, those are two different age brackets. So, for example, I'm able to reach out to the local audience more on Facebook when it comes to social media, and the college audience more on TikTok.
Okay, so again, utilizing the platform variances to accommodate.
Yes. And then also just interacting as characters tends to work better with our college population, whereas interacting as ourselves tends to work better with our local population.
That makes sense as well.
So instead of being, Button and Giggles being Breck and Daveah.
Mm-hmm. So how much trial and error have you guys done to determine what is and is not working?
Social media and marketing in general is trial and error.
Are you just kind of throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks? Or
Not
is there
throwing things
more
but looking at things that have worked before and seeing if they'll work again.
of your own stuff or of like trending topics? Or both?
Both our own stuff and of trending topics.
Yeah.
It's a mixture of both. Because the thing is, you're fighting for people's attention spans. People get bombarded with millions of things every day. What are you going to do that's going to be different?
Yeah. I'm deeply concerned by that giggle.
No, we're fine. Everything's fine.
I just did a quick search for the population trends in my area. It's like 5 times the size of Athens, but the average age is 40. And I don't know that we're going to get a whole lot of 40-year-olds to come to our haunt.
No, but with that, it's 40-year-olds with kids.
Yes.
So you're targeting the adults to get to the kids, but to bring the kids. So you're targeting the adults in the sense of you're targeting the families rather than
there you go. We're targeting families
rather than individuals.
Right.
And
right.
One fun fact about Gen Alpha is they actually make about 42% of the decisions within a household. So you're targeting them.
That fact made me very uncomfortable because God damn it, you're right. And I see it with my own kids and I don't like that. Oh, I feel dirty. My kids are controlling me more than I thought.
Never be clean again.
Well, I'm taking away their decision making.
Good luck with that.
So given that we have an older target audience, we'll say, or really we're targeting families, would you change anything in how you are in the type of content that you're presenting if you were targeting a similar demographic to what we are?
If I was targeting a similar demographic, I would be leaning more into trends. Just because, again, it's that Gen Alpha population that I would actually be targeting. And then I would put more of a family-friendly spin on it as well.
Yeah.
just because we're still a little creepy and we're a little campy because we have kind of that young adult audience.
Sure.
Whereas I would probably be promoting things like our midway more if I had to focus on a more family-friendly audience.
Yeah, Midway is something I want to add. I think we're a couple years out from that yet.
Yeah, we need more space.
We need more space.
You have a good bit of it, but not for everything that we want to do.
Something popped up today, Les, on I'm going to take a moment to sidetrack very hard right turn here for a second. Something cool popped up on Facebook Marketplace today, and it was a inflatable.
You're really going to want to finish that sentence for me.
I know.
You can't just say
It wasn't a
inflatable
hat.
and leave it.
It wasn't a hat, for what that's worth.
That doesn't help your case.
Yeah, I gotta find the. Here we go. Large black inflatable nightclub party tent, disco cube gazebo event house for birthday, school events, backyard party rental business.
There are way too many things in that title for me to track it. Honestly, I would need to see it.
Large black inflatable nightclub is really the big takeaway here. Picture like a structure the shape of a barn. It's 20 foot by 30 foot.
So it's a giant bouncy castle?
Footprint. Except not inflatable on the bottom, just the walls and ceiling.
So a bouncy castle that they took all the fun out of.
Yes, it's not a bouncy castle at all. It's just an inflatable structure that you can put stuff in. And I totally thought like, ooh, if I could get this for the right price, we could put this out in the yard or something and have an attraction inside there.
Where?
In the yard on the side right there.
Your yard is
right there. You can't see I'm pointing, but right there.
Yes, I know. You're pointing behind the swing set if I had to guess.
Yes. See, you knew.
Yes. That's what worries me.
But yeah, no Midway. But if I were to get this, we would have a venue for something that we could treat like a Midway, is my point. See, I connected it. Brought it back around.
Well done. I'm still thinking that they just kind of ruined it by making a giant bouncy castle and then not making it a bouncy
And then not
castle.
making it bouncy. Yeah, it's a bouncy castle without the bouncy.
It's just disappointing.
It is very disappointing. I understand. So back to our to-do list, because we have veered way off of that.
To the surprise of nobody.
Finding our target audience. I think families are probably our target audience. We need to find more ways to interact with the community, particularly in the off season. And then what else should we be doing to set ourselves up for a successful marketing campaign?
Planning, honestly.
Unfortunately, says the logistician.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't all get that one viral post, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being fresh in people's minds just shows that you're real. There have been so many incidences where like people are using AI and then there's these bad experiences. So just showing that you actually exist.
Yeah. So I had this idea where we had a couple of cameras inside the haunt last year to try to record scares. And I got a handful of really awesome scare videos. And I want to put those out during the off season, like, Frightful Fridays or something like that, where we have a scare pop up on every Friday. What do you think? Good idea, bad idea?
I think that's a great idea for short form content.
How would you structure it?
I would probably structure it just by clipping together maybe 2 or 3 really good scares and then scheduling the post for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need like some type of announcement, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Would you set it to music? Would you have any graphics, words? How would you just description? Any of that?
I might caption it like Frightful Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Put your hashtags as relevant keywords that somebody might be able to find off of Google.
Okay.
And then just
any examples off the top of your head?
The local area haunted house is always a really great one for haunts.
Sure.
Because unfortunately, people aren't going to search haunt, right? Because we're a trail.
Yeah. We call them haunts. Everyone else calls them haunted houses.
Exactly.
Sure.
And then when it comes to any text on the post, I wouldn't do that. Short form content doesn't need any type of introduction. The video starts.
Yeah, introductions for short form. Again, anything that's going to take up time away from the point, they're just going to keep scrolling.
You got
Yeah.
3 seconds. 3
5
seconds. 3
seconds.
seconds to get their interest. So I'm thinking, so based on that, start with the scare and then, or start with a big scare and then have a couple more after that, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Plan. We may have to have a whole episode where we just plan less.
Yeah, because we have a lot of planning to do across a
We-
lot of different things.
We always do, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, when you should have started your marketing campaign yesterday.
Well, damn it.
Well, that's par for the course of pretty much everything. When should we have
That
started
is-
this? Like 5 days ago.
Accurate. Well, Daveah, you have given us a ton to think about. What are you thinking about as you are heading into, sounds like build season for you guys and your marketing?
I'm really excited just to show the people that it takes, the community it takes to really bring this all together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's where our core values are and showing, who we are.
Yeah. Can you give us any hints as to what Athens Green Park has in store for this year?
Well, you're just going to have to check out our YouTube page. The wonderful lore I'm putting together.
Where do we
through
find
our
that
cam-
YouTube page?
Where can you find our YouTube page?
Yeah,
So-
give a shout out for all your socials.
So we are Athens Green Park across all social media.
See, when you plan ahead, you can actually get the same thing across all the social media. Less.
Yeah. We should have done that.
We have that opportunity with the Haunt because the Haunt doesn't actually have any of its own social media except
This is
Facebook.
true. This is true.
Yeah, and I think that's a big thing that we need to do this year as well is expand the Haunt's social media
Yeah.
because Facebook just ain't cutting it anymore.
Nope.
Facebook is going to catch your older audience.
That's true. That is true. But I think we need more.
Yeah, we need more. And because your area is so spread out, like college towns, you have hotspots to go to that you're
Mhm,
going to get
mhm.
both parts of your audience, your resident audience and your college audience. Where you are, there's not really a place that offers that.
There isn't. But there are some places that our target audience is going to go. And I'm thinking like the local arcades, the bowling alley, the places where families tend to hang out. And if I can somehow work something with them, even if it's just like, hey, can I hang a poster in your window so that people see it as they come in? That could be a way to reach people.
And I will say with your posters, one thing we're seeing is QR codes are very helpful.
Mhm.
QR codes are a requirement.
Yeah, 100% agree. Unless you're trying to leave something at the Calvert County Library because they didn't like my QR code, they wanted a website. I was like, it's on the QR code.
That's so weird.
I think it's because they have, it's the library. They have a really old population who are trying to find things there and don't understand QR codes. I suspect.
Hey, that is one thing I noticed. East Coast Haunters Convention is everybody had a QR code for everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly, that was the best thing that I ever did on our like business cards for
Yeah, I was adding
for
the
Haunting
QRs.
You was putting a QR code on the back. Makes things so much easier. And it lets me track how many people are scanning it because I get all those metrics through my QR code generator, which is really
Now
nice.
that's useful.
It's super useful. Well, we are coming up on that 1 hour mark. So, Daveah, any other final thoughts before we kind of wrap up?
I actually don't have any. I think I'm all talked out.
Well, you did fantastic. We really appreciate you taking the time out today to give us a bit of insight into your social media marketing experience. We are novices, and I think many of our listeners are probably suffering from much of the same shortcomings, I think is probably a good word. And so, any opportunity we can get to pick the brain of someone who does this regularly and fairly successfully, it's a boon. So thank you so much for coming on and doing this.
Yeah, no problem. I think the hardest part is getting started. So I hope I can help.
So freaking lutely, it is time to get started, and so we have lots of work to do, Les.
Yep.
Well, Daveah, we wish you the best of luck in your upcoming season. Please tell Breck we'd love to have you guys back closer to the season to hear more about what Athens Scream Park is getting into, or at the very least after the season to see how it went.
Will do.
And in the meantime, tell him to be careful with those balloon animals.
But enjoy his clowning around.
Absolutely.
That was Daveah, the head of marketing for Athens Scream Park up in Athens, Ohio. I have really enjoyed the partnership that we have been building with Athens Scream Park.
That's been really, really good because again, it's bringing in more people who have different experiences than we do, but we're all working kind of towards the same goal.
And particularly because of where they are in their journey, like they are a couple of years ahead of where we want to be, just getting started as a new haunt this last fall and so we're getting to see them kind of put into practice all of the things that we have been talking about for the last years that we've been doing this podcast. and it's a lot of fun to go along with them on that journey.
Yeah. And just delightful group of people.
Super delightful group of people. I was very excited to run into them in person at East Coast. And Breck, shout out to you. Thank you so much for reaching out to me when you did a year ago-ish now, because I really value the relationship that we're building, and that is all a credit to you having the guts to reach out and say hi. So thank you for that. Well, we are about wrapped up for this episode. It is, we'll probably be putting this out in June. I say probably because honestly, as I'm editing, I don't know what's going to happen sometimes, and craziness happens sometimes. So we'll see. But assuming this is June, we hope all of you are having very successful build seasons. And just like Breck, if you have questions as you're going through your builds, reach out. You never know if we can connect you to someone that we know who may be able to answer a question or help you solve a problem, whatever. We are more than happy to talk haunts at any time to anyone. So please feel free to reach out if anything comes up over the course of your builds.
Yeah. This is what we love. This is our hobby. Our jobs may get in the way, but any chance we have to talk with our fellow haunters and to exchange ideas, it makes it just makes it so much fun.
Absolutely. Definitely go check out the Haunting You podcast on our website at hauntingyou.com. There you can find everything that we do, every episode, all 110, 11, 12, 13. I mean, this will probably be 113 by the time we get there. So ton of episodes that for you to check out. And, everyone is a different topic about building haunts. So if social media marketing is not what you needed, go check out one of our other episodes because we probably have an episode for whatever you are trying to do.
We have days worth of content.
Literally.
I added it up once, but it was a while ago. It was definitely like over 48 hours. So, for those of you who have insomnia, hey, we're entertaining and it might help you fall asleep.
There you go. You can fall asleep to my soothing tones. Yeah.
Sorry,
you should also go check out the rest of our social media. That's facebook.com/hauntingyou, Instagram at Haunting University, or youtube.com/@hauntingyou.
And apparently we will at some point be creating a TikTok once we figure out how to do that, since you can't have one. John and I aren't there, and none of the three of us know what we're doing with this yet.
I was thinking about that. Like if I use an old phone that doesn't have cell service that I only use through my Wi-Fi, does that still violate the executive order? I don't know.
I will leave you to determine what you are and are not allowed to do with everything. But yeah, definitely not on your main unit.
Definitely not on my definitely not on my main phone. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go look at the policies and see where the boundary conditions are, because I don't know.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're clear. I'm not optimistic, but
indeed.
Best of luck.
Thank you. I think I'm going to need it. And in the meantime, I have apparently much video editing to do, so we're going to get on that. Les, take us out.
Alrighty. So thank you to all of our listeners. Hopefully you got some good information on how to leverage social media marketing and social media platforms for your haunt. And if there's some things that we didn't talk about that you found effective, let us know. We'd love to, again, expand everybody's knowledge.
Drop it
So
in the comments.
ha! Yay. We like comments. We'll start replying to them, but you guys have to start leaving them. Otherwise, we're just going to be talking to ourselves, and that's just disturbing.
I mean, isn't that what a podcast is? Just us talking to ourselves.
Well, no, it's us talking to each other. If we start commenting on our own things, then it's us talking to ourselves, and
that's where we need to draw a line, I think.
Yeah, just a bit. So, thank you, and to all of you, happy haunting, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye, everybody.
We are incredibly grateful to all the sponsors who make this show possible, especially our premium sponsors, the Chamber of Haunters and VFX. You can learn more about our premium sponsors by checking out their websites at chamberofhaunters.com and vfxcreates.com. Check out our website at hauntingyou.com for more information on everything that we do. Haunting You can be reached via Facebook at facebook.com/hauntingyou with just the letter U, or on Instagram under the handle @hauntinguniversity, and YouTube under the handle @hauntingyou. Haunting You is a production of Sanguine Creek Entertainment. All audio clips and sound effects are used under a Creative Commons Attribution or Public Domain license from Purple Planet Music at purple-planet.com or the Sound Bible at soundbible.com. Please see the show notes for more information on all the clips used in this episode.